Okay, YouTube really did not want me to do a what if video. This whole process has been a fucking headache. All my videos up to this point have been structured more or less the same. I'll drop a string of videos that are all, pretty much the same technique and whatnot, but then out of nowhere, YouTube will say, no, you can't do that. It's been a headache. So this is going to be a review and not a reaction, but hopefully it'll be a little smoother than a reaction. Boy, I mean, if I could just get a grip on what exactly is acceptable by YouTube standards, this whole thing would be a lot smoother, because these are very time-consuming processes. I mean, even if you're a small YouTuber like me, this is a very time-consuming hustle. So for your work to get rejected for petty reasons, it's a soul crusher. It's a fucking soul crusher. But yeah, I did like this. At first I thought they were going to do something new with Captain Britain. I'm only aware of two Captain Britons in the Marvel Universe, and that's Brian Braddock and that's Betsy Braddock, who's also Psylocke, and that's a pretty weird story in itself. No, they went with a remixed version of Captain America 1, and I'm not mad at that, because I appreciate Captain America 1 for what it was. It's not in my top 5, I mean, it's not even in my top 10, but I've come to appreciate it because, Steve Rogers is an old-fashioned guy living in modern times, and he has to adjust. Yeah, and here's where things took a turn. Steve gets up and gets shot, and that was a bit of a shocker to me, like, whoa, Steve got shot? And that's what made Peggy step up? That's what's up, though. It's not like she's not worthy of the serum. I mean, because as the episode goes on, you see that Peggy and Steve are still very much a thing. Like, Peggy's a really good soul, and she's not, conceited or anything like that. She was still into Steve, even though she could whoop his ass. This really was cool. This really was pretty cool. I really hope they do a remixed version of the Infinity Saga. That would be pretty cool. It's something I'd like to see, but if all of this is just going to be standalone stuff, whatever. And just about everybody came back. All the original actors in the first Avenger. Haley Atwell as Peggy, Dominic Cooper as Howard. And she's huge. That's nuts. She's big as fuck. And you had those pig-headed guys in the 40s who didn't think women should serve, and, whatever with that. We made progress since then. As a country, we made legitimate progress since then. If they want to fight, let them fight. If they really want to. Like her shoulders. She's in the weight room killing punching bags, just like Steve. I'm always thinking how they could have, made Peggy the new Captain Britain, or at least the MCU's version of Captain Britain. Maybe British scientists could have came up with their version of the serum, and she proved herself a worthy candidate for it, and it just went off into her own unique path. It didn't have anything to do with Steve. I think I might have liked that better. And they come back to the dance. Yeah. Steve doesn't know how to dance, and she's like, I can teach you. I mean, knowing what we know now, we're like, oh, and they got the dance too. Johann Schmidt, Red Skull, I think the same guy is playing him. And his goal was to summon a space squid. They had that storyline in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Season 3 where they fought Hive. And he wasn't a giant space squid, but his head looked like a squid. Not the same thing, but Hydra's got a thing for squids. I just hope Marvel Studios doesn't keep going to Hydra every time they run out of ideas. I don't know why Peggy's even drinking. She can't get drunk. Yeah, Howard's going to give her the suit, and he made her a shield, presumably out of vibranium. That's dope. She was feeling it too. She's like, I'm ready for this. This was my favorite part. Flips that shit. Oh my god, that is so dope. I don't remember what Cap's first feat of strength was. Well, he chased a car down on foot, bare feet. But he wasn't doing that. He wasn't doing any of this. Damn, just throwing shields at people's faces, dude. It's like, oh my god. No blood. This would have been a pretty cool time to, throw some blood spurts in here and there, I mean, because how's somebody going to get hit with the edge of a metal shield in the face and there's nothing there? You know, it needs to be real. It needs to be real. Oh, and she just drops the shield like, I don't need this to whoop your ass, bro. Damn, it punches him in the back of the head. Face cracks the pavement. Arnim Zola's like, shit, exactly. Oh, man. So, yeah, so the Tesseract is still in the picture. And it's been seen more than any other stone. Dum Dum Dugan and the Howling Commandos. Woman is huge. Bucky! And he almost falls from the train. And Peggy saves him. And he's like, you almost ripped my arm off. Yep, that's dope. That's dope. Yeah, here comes Steve in the suit Howard made for him. That's pretty cool. Because you got to give it to Steve, man. He's puny and he's injured. But he still wanted to fight. So Howard made him a suit. He said, then we better start dancing. I love these two. And it's an even cooler dynamic right now because they're fighting alongside each other. And they're not just boyfriend and girlfriend. Some Iron Giant shit. Alright, now they're going to give us a montage of her kicking ass. Damn, dude. Oh, and this is crazy to me. Look at this part. Wow. Like, just... Wow. That's too cool to hate on, man. Nazis went and took over the Magic Kingdom. Yeah, and Ross Marquand came back as Red Skull. Cool. Yeah, off with the face. Peggy's drinking again. It's got to affect her. Well, it probably doesn't affect her liver at all. She might be super immune to that shit. She can literally drink whiskey like water. But this is a cool moment because Peggy tells Steve that he's her hero and he responds in kind. It's a good moment. Like, she's getting everything that he wants. Respect over all else. Yeah, and then Howard's gonna mess up the kiss. Howard, looking like Walt Disney's damn self. I'm only glad that they didn't give Peggy a mask or a helmet. He's got the helmet cam. That's cool. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, Peggy saves him. Yeah, Steve doesn't make it out. Damn. So Bucky lived past that point, but Steve didn't. Or so they thought. Yeah, and Colonel tried to say that she shouldn't have been out there in the first place, and it wasn't even her fault. She got to get all the intel from Arnim Zola because it's a short show. It's a short episode, so he just told her everything so they can keep everything moving. The lighting is very good, too. Bop! Huh. She'll hunker down behind that thing, just like Steve. Imagine them married and working together. Peggy and Steve, husband and wife, co-captains. I read something dumb today about how Marvel changed their profile pic for Twitter from Sam Wilson to Peggy Carter, and that triggered some people. Well, not me, because Peggy Carter is not Captain America. What If is what's cracking right now as far as Marvel goes. So I don't see any reason to be getting mad over that, because once Captain America 4 drops, they're going to switch it back to Sam. It never occurs to the villains that they're going to die too. Yeah, see, he went and got knocked out. Yeah, see, he's dead now. Yeah, now Steve's alive. Hooked up like Iron Man. Not too much humor either, just enough. This is cool. He said, "You miss me?" Avengers 1 callback. Hey, Agent Romanoff, you miss me? And this is about to be her sacrifice play right here. She even got a better sacrifice than Steve. She's pushing a monster through a portal, and Steve crashed an aircraft that he didn't really have to crash. But Peggy absolutely did have to push that monster through a portal. Man, and that's sad because he's never going to see her again, dude. Yeah, that's a heartbreaker, dude. And now we're in 2012. That's nuts. Fury and Hawkeye. Where's Steve? The war ended 70 years ago, man. He's gone, dude. That sucks, man. That's a bummer, dude. I don't think I can stress that enough. That is a bummer. But they won the war, right? But yeah, this was good. I can't wait for next week's episode. I've seen pictures of Gamora holding Thanos' double-edged sword. Of course, we know T'Challa's going to be in the Star-Lord role. I mentioned the Spider-Man wearing Doctor Strange's cloak. There's a zombie episode. Tony gets rescued by Killmonger. I definitely want to see that. Tony doesn't get the shrapnel in his chest, then that means he doesn't get captured. If he doesn't get captured, that means he didn't have to make a suit. If he didn't have to make a suit, then he doesn't become Iron Man. And where does that put Killmonger? Is Tony going to make a suit for Killmonger and he's going to be the new Iron Man? Oh.